Lead or a potential client fills out in your form. 3 seconds or even 2 seconds later, they got a personalized welcome email and their details are already logged in your CRM. That's your customer relation manager. No one touched anything. That's what I'm building in this video for free in under 30 minutes. So I want to show you what building an automation actually looks like from my end. Not the polished tutorial version, the real version. So I'm going to start from a blank page of my workflow. Then by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how fast this actually is. Let's go. All right, let's start from here. I will first on my end go get the node that I want, and in this case I will start with JotForm. So on JotForm I already have this form created for when clients reach out or when potential leads comes out, they fill in a form with their names and details. So you go to settings, you create your API. For my own use case, I'll be naming this CRM, that's a customer relation manager automate. Then you create the API key. Well, it's already created. Once you click on that button, you copy the key and you paste it in here to automate your JotForm account. You can use other forms, but in this case, JotForm is free. You can try that out. So I see that the form is on here. I'll execute. Oh, there's an error. Something is wrong. Okay, so let's go investigate and know what is going on. I didn't want to just show you guys a clean form or like everything. So, just walk with me and see things that I check when things go wrong. On here, you see the permission is in read access. So change that to full access. Copy, it's already copied and it's already added, so you can trigger this or you execute. Now it's listening for a test event, so it's waiting for someone to fill in the form. So to test this, we need to have something in the form that it could use to execute. So I will go to this form that is already created. It's very simple to create this, just collecting basic information, full name, Jane Doe or John Doe, whatever your name is. You can add your email address. In this case, I'm using my real email address. So add phone number. For this, I'll be using 123456789. You can test this out with your real number if you want, but if you're sharing it out there, be careful what you put in. And also be careful with your API keys. So I'll be deleting this after this video, so that's okay. All right, so I have this created, and you see everything is in the form because it was listening for this form to be filled out. So it pulled in all the information because I submitted the form. Now this is done. The next will be to add another node. In this case would be Gmail, and we want it to send email. Once you fill the form, send a message to the person, that a personalized image to the person saying whatever you want to say. In this case could be welcome, it could be, and it just customize it. But also make sure you have your credentials for Google enabled. Well, if you need more details on how to create this, well, maybe I will create another video to see how you can integrate your account. So here I'm adding to the person. So I don't have to add this manually. I'll have to drag and drop. So once the form is filled, it triggers the JotForm and it collects this information and it sends it to the Gmail, which sends a message to the lead or to the customer or to the client. So the subject, I can name the subject, I want it to be, welcome to, welcome, whatever welcome you want to make that to be. Then the major thing that I really want to customize is the message. So email type, leave that as HTML. The message is what I want to personalize. So you add whatever you want to add, but make sure it says, hello, the person. You can use the full name, but I prefer to just use the first name. Hello, so person. If you want to address people by their by their title. You can also have a title added in your form, so it can say hello title first name, like that. So write whatever you want to write, and you have this ready to go. Well, don't mind whatever I'm typing here, but just make it really worth it. Make it really worth this message you're sending to your client. So this is your time to shine. So yeah, utilize this. You type this out. So next you can add whatever options. I haven't explored this, like adding attachments or two, or whatever you want to do with this with options. But right now I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible. So just ignore the options. You can explore it if you are interested to explore this. Next, I'm going to execute this. Let's see. So executing this, I'm able to, well, it's done, it's sent. I would send you a screenshot. Show you a screenshot of what it looks like when you send that email. When I received it, what it looks like. So here is the screenshot. This is what the screenshot looks like. Screenshot of the email I received. So next, I'm going to add another node, and in this case will be Google Sheet. You can use any other sheet. There's a table, whatever thing that you can easily connect to. I prefer to use everything that is Google Suite, so I'm using Gmail. And in this case, you have to find the action you want to do for this Google Sheet. In this case, the action is, append a row. So it's just going to add a new row anytime something triggers. And make sure you have your sheets created before this, so it can write to a sheet that is already existing. So for your sheets, you have to make sure you add the first name, or add all the things you want to extract from the form. You add that here. You have the first name, the last name, the email. I know I also added other things in the form, which is the phone number, but let's just keep going and see how this goes. And I'm done with the form. That's the name. I will go do my trigger. Yeah, I got that. Right, so I can start dragging and drop. I don't like this workflow, the connection of the workflow, because this is connected after the Gmail. So I'm going to change the connection. Yep, so I'm going to delete the connection from the email, because I don't need anything with the email ID or after the email. But I want, once the form is filled, it sends email, and at the same time is filling my Google Sheet. Yeah, so I have the person's name here, I have the last name, and I have the email address. In this case, I want to add the phone number, and the phone number is going to be what is already on the form already. All right, so executing this, I see everything that I need. Yeah, be sure to confirm all the things. Yeah, add this again. I'll change. I really want this phone number to come, so I'll just change one or two things so it will, populate it again. Yeah, so we see the email, the phone number here. So I've added the phone number. I'll trigger this again, and I would have the things that I want. Run this and make sure I am getting the phone number. Well, I don't like the format, so I have to delete this again, the expression. and pull full. So it's getting the phone number and full. Execute this and see, yep, this looks good now. So I can change. Yeah, it looks, so I can delete this and trigger again. Yep, execute the step. Now I see phone number and my Google Sheet is clean. So because this is still testing, you can do a couple of times. Make sure you clean it up. And once it starts running for new forms, well, some of these things won't be repeated. So make sure you save your workflow, give it a name, explore, add more things to this, and you have your workflow ready to go. So this is one of the things I say about automation. You can have things working in the background for you without you having to do anything. Yep, that's it. No code, no developer, no expensive tool. I have packaged the exact workflow file and the full setup guide. It is free inside my community. Link in the description. Download it, import it in your NetN, connect to your account, and you will have this running today. If this was useful, follow, like, share. I will post more builds like this every week.